The years of herd counter has ticked into its 52nd year, but this summer England will head to Germany as favourites to win a first major tournament since 1966. Gareth Southgate is blessed with arguably the strongest team the Three Lions have fielded in a number of years, and there is palpable excitement to see the likes of Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden combine together. That is to say nothing of exciting youngsters Kobbie Mainoo and Anthony Gordon, whose respective debuts this week hinted at a very bright future for the national team. On the flip side, insipid performances against Brazil and Belgium were a timely reminder of the dangers of getting carried away with hype. Unlike Euro 2020, which permitted a 26-man squad in case of COVID withdrawals, this summer's tournament will see Southgate pick just 23 players. So who is looking likely to make the cut for the summer? Here's our latest England squad ladder. 1. Harry Kane, non. Kane was not risked against Brazil and Belgium after he injured himself colliding with a goalpost during Bayern Munich's win over Darmstadt. Southgate will need his captain and talismanic striker back to full fitness this summer if England are to win the Euros. A stunning return of 37 goals in 35 matches during his debut campaign with Bayern just confirms Kane remains in sharp form, and England will hope that rolls over into the Euros. Will be the first name on Southgate's team sheet and remains the top rung on our ladder. 2. Jude Bellingham, non. England will need Kane's goals in Germany, but they are already undisputedly Bellingham's team. The Real Madrid midfielder has made himself integral to Southgate's plans and further underlined his importance with a last-minute equaliser against Belgium on Tuesday night. It is easy to forget Bellingham is still only 20 years of age, but he is already indispensable for England and a guaranteed starter this summer. There are so many strings to his bow, but it's expected Bellingham will be given license to maraud forward and make things happen during the tournament. Southgate still has to figure out the precise balance and composition of his midfield, but Bellingham's natural class makes him the creative fulcrum. 3. Declan Rice, up 1. Southgate admitted earlier this month midfield was the area of the field that was hardest to balance, but Rice is a surefire pick. The 25-year-old is in the middle of a terrific debut season with Arsenal following his £105 million from West Ham in the summer, and could head to Germany as a Premier League champion 3 months from now. The only question is who lines up alongside him in the midfield, as with Calvin Phillips and Jordan Henderson both down the pecking order. 4. Kyle Walker, down 1. Walker moves down a spot purely because he was withdrawn in the opening stages against Brazil on Saturday. While not as serious as initially feared, his injury was a timely reminder that England can ill afford to be without their first-choice right-back. England don't necessarily have the fastest centre-backs, so Walker's recovery pace is often vital in containing counter-attacks. With 82 caps under his belt, the 33-year-old offers a wealth of big game and tournament experience that Southgate will harness. 5. Phil Foden, up 1. Foden is a curious case for England, as it has taken him time to establish himself in the side, but his performances for Manchester City make him impossible to ignore. The 23-year-old has scored 18 goals and provided 10 assists for the Premier League champions this season, but is yet to hit the same heights for England. Foden's issue in the past has been a lack of clarity over where his best position, but his versatility could be key for Southgate. This season, he has exactly the same tally of goals and assists, 7 and 4 respectively, in 20
home. 6. Jordan Pickford, down 1. Pickford did not cover himself in glory against Belgium, but remained Southgate's first-choice goalkeeper by a considerable distance. That has been the case since Southgate recognised his distribution skills ahead of the 2018 World Cup, and 58 caps on, that isn't about the change assuming the 30-year-old remains fit. Even if we're Everton to be relegated this season, Pickford will be England's no one in Germany. 7. Bukayo Saka, non. Saka missed England's friendlies against Brazil and Belgium, but the Arsenal man has little to prove to Southgate. If the England boss picked on form, Saka would be straight in because of the 16 goals and 13 assists for his club this season. If he was looking for some X-factor, he'd also be in because he's one of the few unafraid to directly take on an opponent out wide. And if he was picking on England reliability, then the 22-year-old, with his 11 goals and 8 assists for the Three Lions, would be in as well. A shoo-in. 8. Harry Maguire, non. The fact Maguire remains Southgate's best option to partner John Stones perhaps says more about the other England defenders than it does about him. The Manchester United defender was solid if unspectacular against Brazil, and he will be in the starting 11 in Germany, bar major surprises between now and the end of the season. It would mark a remarkable turnaround for a player whose chances of making the Euros were in jeopardy at the start of the season when he was dropped by Erik ten Hag. 9. John Stones, up 3. Stones remains England's best defender and was almost faultless against Brazil, until Vinicius got the wrong side of him, leading to Endrick's winner. The problem for the Manchester City defender, as ever, is his injury record. Stones missed England's camp in November and went off injured just 10 minutes into the game against Belgium on Tuesday night. With 69 caps and a wealth of experience under his belt, Stones would no doubt line up alongside Maguire if Southgate had his way. But will he be fit this summer? 10. Conor Gallagher, up 5. The Chelsea man has slowly come into the England fold under Southgate and is now ahead Jordan Henderson and Calvin Phillips in the pecking order. Their demise has thrusted Gallagher into filling the vacancy alongside Rice, but the feeling is the balance Southgate craves may not come natural with that midfield combination. At the same time, Gallagher has been a beacon of consistency for Chelsea in an otherwise dismal season and is a selfless runner willing to do plenty of legwork for England. 11. Ben Chilwell, down TWO. With Luke Shaw facing a race against time to be fit in time for the Euros, Chilwell was handed his chance against Brazil and Belgium. But the Chelsea left-back has done little to cement his place in the starting 11 and was worryingly off the pace against Brazil. In his defence, Chilwell missed a large chunk of the campaign due to a hamstring injury and needs a run of games for Chelsea before getting back to best. If he does, the left-back slot could be his should Shaw fail to recover. 12. James Maddison, up TWO. Maddison impressed in a brief cameo off the bench as England chased an equaliser against Belgium and is one of a host of contenders for the Three Lions' vacant midfield spot. The 27-year-old has 4 goals and 8 assists for Tottenham this season, a return which would have surely been bigger had he not missed 10 games because of an ankle injury. Maddison still only has 6 England caps but offers a point of difference from either the left side or a number 10 position and could be a great option off the bench in Germany. 13. Kobbie Mainoo, new entry. England's new boy wonder only received his first call-up last week following a breakthrough season at Manchester United. And on the evidence of his disciple,